Ambassador Zix Theta's mandibles clicked nervously as she reviewed the summit roster one final time. The Galactic Council had organized this unprecedented gathering. Representatives from the 12 most dangerous Deathworld species would convene to establish new protocols for interstellar expansion. Her 6 eyes widened when she reached the last entry. Humans, she chittered to her assistant. Who authorized inviting humans? The council insisted on inclusivity, her assistant replied, tentacles writhing with anxiety. They're technically a Deathworld species. Zix Theta's exoskeleton rattled with dark amusement. The poor fools had no idea what they'd done. The summit began 3 days later aboard the neutral station orbiting Kepler 442b. 11 species had already arrived: the acid-breathing Korvax, the radiation-immune stellar wraiths, the pressure-resistant deep ones. Each species had evolved on worlds that would kill most galactic citizens within seconds. They sat around the massive conference table, eyeing each other with the mutual respect of apex predators. Then the humans arrived. 3 of them walked in wearing simple fabric clothing, carrying nothing but data tablets and bottles of water. The room fell silent. Where was their environmental armor? Their weapons? Their visible evolutionary advantages? Greetings, the lead human said cheerfully, a female with dark skin and bright eyes. I'm Ambassador Chin. These are my colleagues, Dr. Petrov and Captain Morrison. Excited to be here. The Korvax delegation leader, whose very breath could melt steel, leaned forward. You come from Earth, yes? The world of hurricanes, earthquakes, and predators. That's right, Chin nodded, pulling out her chair with casual ease that made several delegates flinch. The chair was designed to support 2 tons of weight. And you survived how exactly? The deep one's voice reverberated through water-filled vocal sacs. You have no natural armor, no acid glands, no radiation resistance we can detect. Dr. Petrov, a pale man with scarred hands, smiled. Oh, we died. A lot. But we got better at it. The room stirred uneasily. Captain Morrison, a woman with prosthetic legs that clicked softly on the deck, added, humans have a saying, that which doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Our entire evolution is basically that quote with extra steps. As the summit progressed, the other species began to understand their error. When the Korvax demonstrated their acid resistance, the humans asked thoughtful questions about pH levels and industrial applications. When the stellar wraiths showed their radiation immunity, Dr. Petrov excitedly discussed cancer research and nuclear cleanup possibilities. But the real shock came during the combat demonstration. Each species was invited to show their defensive capabilities. The Korvax melted through barriers. The deep ones crushed reinforced steel with pressure manipulation. The humans' turn came last. Captain Morrison stepped into the demonstration ring, still wearing her simple uniform. The testing system activated, cycling through various deadly scenarios. She didn't dodge the acid spray, she calculated its arc and stepped precisely where it wouldn't hit. When the pressure increased to crushing levels, she controlled her breathing and moved with it instead of against it. When radiation flooded the chamber, she simply checked her dosimeter and kept moving. How? The stellar wraith demanded. Pattern recognition, Morrison said, not even breathing hard. Humans might die easily, but we're very good at learning from it. Every human death is a lesson. We've been dying on Earth for 300,000 years. That's a lot of lessons. Ambassador Chin stood, addressing the room. You all evolved to survive one type of death world. We evolved on a world trying to kill us in every possible way, so we learned to adapt to anything. We don't have natural armor because we learned to make it. We don't have acid resistance because we learned chemistry. We don't ignore radiation because we learned medicine. The room was silent as the implications sank in. They'd invited a species that turned dying into a science that weaponized learning itself. Zix Theta's translator crackled as Chin continued, so, about those expansion protocols. We have some ideas about terraforming we'd like to discuss. Don't worry, we've gotten very good at surviving hostile environments. We can teach you. The 12 most dangerous species in the galaxy suddenly felt like 11. The humans were smiling.